after cuff. Yeah, it's just the way we do it. Anything just to block out the real life, real life. Yeah, we're loving the way they think we're so messed up. Even if what we're doing is bad, there's so many emotions. Sharing stories that we never had, yeah, none is real. I think we're searching for reasons not to be like them. We fly around like paper planes, we never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us, still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are. There's something different about us. 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 Something different about the way we are. There's something different about us. Something different about the way we are. There's something different about us.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of TNT Footy. I'm the early crow Moisty, and beside me we've got Woogirl Egi. Not too bad. Now we're missing one tonight, so it's just the two of us. But how was your weekend? No, it was a very quiet weekend for me. I went and watched some local footy though, so that got me with a little bit of a fix. No, my brother got eliminated in their qualifying final, so yeah, they're out and they're off to silly Sunday now. Just dropped him off before. No, probably not. I got to work tomorrow. So, firstly, we'd like to say Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Eggy, you're one. Happy Father's Day, mate. And
Had me mic on. There we are. There it is.
all right, you're back and alive. Oh well, that was a. We can clip that and put that up. So tonight's show, we've got a few of our predictions we made earlier in the season. We're going to go through a few of those that have finished up and see how we went. Give you our finals predictions for the first round of finals. Moisty's minute. Eggy's deep dive / rant tonight. I believe you're going to fire off a bullet tonight.
I have a bit. Yep.
And then we'll just last of all we'll just we've got a hold of some of the tipping winners.
Yes, we do. And I also hats off to how close the season was this year. It took 14 wins to guarantee you a spot in the 8, and I took only 12 wins and a draw last year. So if you remember back in round 10 when the Hawks lost to the Port Power by 1 point, if they ended up winning that game, they would have finished second instead of seventh, which I thought was pretty cool.
It's huge. Yeah, so they 2 goals in 30 seconds cost them second spot on the ladder.
Yep. But yeah. Don't forget to follow our socials. It should be in chat now. Our Facebook, TikTok, Insta, and check out the shop when you're ready.
Yeah, and don't forget that. All right, well, we'll get straight into a few of our predictions we made earlier in the season.
Yes. But just firstly, we had the wooden spoon, and do you remember who you picked, Todd?
Oh, I got that one right. I was on Richmond.
Yes, you were, and I think me and Taz both went West Coast.
Both on coast, yeah. I was pretty confident about that Richmond, and you guys, I think you gave me a bit of stick about that one.
Yeah, we did. We didn't realise they were going to fall in a heap, but you must have knew all the injuries were coming, did you? And then, and then by the end of the season, the team had fallen apart and all want to leave.
Yeah, and they're all out of there. So the next one, we're minor premiers.
Yep.
Who'd you get on for that one?
I got Brisbane. I know Taz went Collingwood.
And how did you go? I've picked it again. I got the Swans. You boys laughed at me about that one. Said no chance.
We did, but no. They dominated this year.
2 from 2 early.
Yep. Well, welcome Jolie to the chat.
Yeah, welcome Joel.
Yep.
And then we've got the premiers. I took this one hasn't happened yet, but just to refresh you, I've taken GWS.
Yeah, and I've taken the Magpies. So
Magpies, so you're out.
I actually saw photos today. Someone ran into Josh Dacos in Greece. And he was on his way to the Greek islands, so.
Oh, he's already over there.
Yeah, he's already over in Greece.
I think Tassie put the Lions there as well, so he's still a live chance. But I also, the grand final, I tipped GWS Sydney and got absolutely laughed off this show by you two.
We did.
This is a real possibility.
Jolly's like go Swans.
It's a real possibility happening. I believe you had Magpies and Brisbane. Oh no, you had Collingwood, Brisbane, did you?
I might have. Yeah, I think I might have. Yep.
And Tassie had Blues and Brisbane, I believe.
Yep.
The other one that's gone, the Rising Star. I had McKercher.
I had George Wardlaw, and then Taz had Sam Darcy,
which would have been a live chance. That one, none of us picked that one. We've all got Dacos for the Brownlow, so we'll see that one.
See how that goes. And we all had Larky for the Coleman, but Jesse Hogan showed us up. Taz has just put
Jesse Hogan.
Prediction.
My prediction's been alright.
Anthony Scott can't see Carlton losing another game. Oh, let's go.
Oh, we'll see about that.
We've also get named this week. Yeah.
So before the show, me and Eggy did a quick run. Taz picked. What was it? He only got 4 out of the top 8.
It's a Pies, Lions, Blues, GWS, Crows, Port, Demons, and Suns.
So he's had an absolute disaster. I think I've gone Swans, Brisbane, GWS, Melbourne, Carlton, Port Adelaide, Dogs, and North for a joke. So I only missed out in Melbourne and North.
Yep. And I said St Kilda and Port Adelaide would miss out, but Port Adelaide stayed. But Collingwood and Melbourne dropped out, and I said Geelong would either be Geelong, Richmond, Hawthorn, and North Melbourne that have come in. I may have chosen 10 out of 8, but I got what I get 5 out of the 8.
5 out of the 8. And then the last one we had was what was a headline we're going to see? Now you've had what do you have for that one?
I said Clayton Oliver gets sacked. But,
so that one's still possible,
well,
but
I
not
think,
really.
I think Christian Petrarca getting injured kept him in his role. I think
The role.
Kept his job anyway.
Tassie had Dimmer to lead the Suns to his first final appearance, so that was absolutely dreadful pick there, Tassie.
It was. And what did you say?
Then now I had the Pies to drop out of the 8, and I copped slack for this one as well. There's no chance, but they've fallen out, so we've done well that one.
As well, but I know I'm gonna follow suit next year, and whoever the premiers are this year, I'm gonna say they're gonna drop out of the 8. But by what Anthony's telling me, it's gonna be Carlton. So
Carlton will be gone next year, Anthony.
Yep.
Just to catch up, we've got Tassie joining us from chat.
Yeah,
I think he's a bit crook.
I don't know why he just didn't join the show. Then he was just going to sit there and type.
Yeah, he's just going to sit there and type. You've done well with your predictions, and no need to rub that in, boys. Well, Tassie, you had an absolutely woeful year, mate.
Did I think we both did really? We were both pretty close on a lot of them, like Nick Narkey, West Coast. Yeah, but we're still yet to see.
So the only one we've really got to go is the premiers. So we've got.
I don't even have a chance. I've got Magpies.
you're eliminated. So it's me and Taz, Sydney, and who do you go? Lions. Oh, I've got GWS, and he's gone Lions. So we'll see how that goes.
Will. So I think I dominated last year, but I think 'cause I was more Collingwood. What pious should I say? Is that how we're saying it these days?
Last year, the pious, yeah.
Yeah, I was real pious, and that's why I scored so well. But now you went against him, and you got so well.
No, that's it. Went absolutely against him, except they cost for the Brownlow. So
yeah, we'll see. It's a good chance. It's a very good chance. I think we're going to go live that night too, so you'll be able to watch us with us.
Yes, we're going to do Brownlow live. That's the show. Will be Monday that week, and it'll be live at the Brownlow.
Yeah,
not at the Brownlow, but we'll be live.
Yeah,
from our lounge rooms at the Brownlow.
I'll be in the study.
Yeah.
Watching on.
All right, so
that's all the predictions anyway. But now I thought we could go through the finals and who our picks are and what do you want to see about them.
And who we're going to tip. So we've got the first final will be Port Adelaide Geelong in South Australia on Thursday night at 7:40.
Thank you for bringing back the Thursday game.
I was going to say that. So we have to have a Thursday in finals. We've got to. Over there, I think Port Adelaide are going to be too good. And what I want to see is their young kids just run over the top of Geelong.
Well, I want to see Geelong win. So anyone else in chat, I want to see who do you pick out of Port Adelaide and Geelong? Tyler's in chat. He's saying, "Let's go Giants."
Let's go Giants, Tyler. We've got Anthony. Should be outside the Brownlow live from the Brownlow. Oh, we could go to Crown, but no, I've got to work the next day. So maybe not.
From our phones here.
All right, so that's the first game. Pretty self-sorting. Everyone's going to be either on Port or a lot of Geelong hate in this chat, I believe. So Jolie's gone Cats, so maybe there's a lot of love after all.
This game is the only game in Melbourne, and I think it's going to be the best game of the weekend.
Oh, this is a dead set coin flip, and this is the game I'm most excited for.
Well, I think because it's more elimination because out of the next two, like I know they're both from Sydney. It's going to be a great game, but both get a second chance. Whereas this one,
they're both going to. This one's a you go home, yeah. So it's Hawthorn and Bulldogs, probably the two best teams in the last 7 or 8 weeks.
And I'm going to watch the Showtime Hawks. But
I'm going to watch the Showtime Hawks too. I want to see the Hawks get over.
Kids get over the Bulldogs. Do what the Doggies did in 2016 and run over the top of them.
Yeah, I think they'll go deep if they can get past this. This is their danger game.
Yeah. Because it's like when they played, they played Collingwood, played Carlton, won both of them by 10 goals, and played Richmond and North Melbourne, won both of them by 20.
Yeah, how exciting are the young kids though? If they can get on a roll, I mean they've been on a roll, but if they can keep it going, I think the Hawks could nearly go all the way this year.
Just to catch up on chat, Jolly's gone the Cats, and Anthony's gone Port. Fox has gone you. Taz has gone Port, and Anthony's gone Wolf. So he's back in the Bulldogs and the Hawks as well. So yeah, everyone's getting on the Hawks bandwagon because they're
And
a
Tassie's on the
smarter team
Hawks,
to
yeah.
watch. Yep.
Well, everyone just likes watching them now.
Yeah.
Just love
Yeah.
watching the boys play football. Next game's probably going to be probably this team makes the grand final. Whoever wins this game,
Yeah.
that's my early prediction. The Sydney GWS. Whoever wins this game, no one's beaten them at Sydney.
And
This is getting them in.
whatever team turns up too, because like we know Sydney at their best are a great team, but they've dropped a few, and then GWS are exactly the same. They've won some great games. They look dominating,
And they've let some go through as well. So hopefully we get both of them at their best, and we get an absolute thriller.
But I don't know if I've ever seen Sydney play 4 quarters, but they haven't need to, so that's a good.
They don't need to, do they?
Tyler's like everyone's on the Hawks, and he's gone Giants. Doesn't even care about
And
the Hawks
Giants.
Bulldogs game.
Well, the Giants. I mean, the Hawks. They've got to go through the Sydney line, so they've got to play the eventual winner of this game to get in. So that's going to be tough going to Sydney. But if any team can do it outside their 4, it's them, I think.
So they go from there to the loser of Geelong, Port Adelaide, and then they go to Sydney. Is that right?
To Sydney,
Yep.
yeah, to the winner of Sydney GWS.
Yep.
And then we've probably got the chat's most favoured game in here, Brisbane
Yes.
Carlton.
Yes.
I see Brisbane winning this by 100.
I see Brisbane winning too. But it all depends. Like I know Carlton's got a lot of injuries. I don't know who's due to come back. Who do you think's due to come back? Taz and S wants to know.
I'm pretty sure Kerno's due, Mackay's due, but can you roll them both in? I think they do. But then the last 9 games, Carlton's won 3 of them, and it's against West Coast, Richmond, and North Melbourne.
Oh, okay.
The last night, there are only 3 games in the last 9 weeks that they've won. So it's a real rough.
Yep.
Anyone who's been 16th and above has slaughtered them. I think it's going to be tough. I think Brisbane win that one easy.
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, it would be good to see who comes in. Can't wait to see that on Thursday. Or it might even be Wednesday with the Thursday night game.
Wednesday, I think it'll be.
We lose to Sydney this week, but then storm home, baby. Good do. Like GWS.
I think they lose, yes, and then I think they do as well. I reckon it's still going to be a Sydney granny.
Yeah, if they lose, you got to play the loser of the winner of Brisbane Carlton.
Yep, and then they go over to face the winner of Port Geelong.
Yep.
I still think it's going to be Sydney. It's shaped perfectly. I think they charge home. I think it's Sydney.
Anthony's got it for a potential into Kerno, McKay, Todd de Koning, Gov, Doc, Williams, Chera, Martin, Boyd, and Martin.
So pretty much a whole side.
Yeah, that's pretty much all of them,
Tassie's
isn't it?
got Carlton to get revenge, but Tassie, I think you've beat Brisbane twice this year, so I don't know what revenge he's talking about.
So is it Sard and Chincotta? Are they injured?
I think they've, Regots in there. All right, so they're the games. You and me have gone pretty resolute except the first game.
Yeah, that's the only one we got different. But yeah, I don't mind watching Geelong, and I think Jeremy Cameron was electric. But I can't remember who played now. Demolished him, and he kicked 9 goals, I think.
Oh, he's got revenge from the final last year. Gotcha.
Yep.
Sard come back this week. All right, so we've got a lot of Carlton love in there.
Right, that's good then.
So we've got Carlton potentially, though, dropping 6 or 7 players to put underdone 6 or 7 in. I don't think that helps.
But yeah, we'll see.
All right, so that's our tips for next week.
Beautiful. Now we're into Moisty's Minute. Since we don't have to go through each round, we're running along pretty good on time.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was only going to be a short, sweet one because there was no football this week, so we don't want to hold you up
There was
too long.
AFLW, but I didn't watch much of it. I don't know if anyone else watched much.
I watched the Northie Girls get up. That was about it.
I do want to
All right,
watch
so this
more of
week,
it. Sorry.
yeah, I'm trying to get through a bit of this. Into a bit of the footy. Dunny, I know, went and watched a live game and didn't enjoy it too much, so he's not going back.
But before we get into Moisty's Minute, I'll get the timer up. All right.
All right.
All right. Get off now. We've got 10 seconds.
All right, so we're back with most of the minute. So it's not really a minute. It's more of a ridicule of the All-Australian team. I'm going to go through this, and we're going to say yay or nay for this player should be in this position. That's all right. In this position or in the side. So we've got Nick Blakey, Wiedering, and Luke Ryan. I'm happy with that line.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
And we've got Zorko, Jeremy McGovern, and Houston. I'm happy with that line too.
Yeah, I'm happy. I probably wouldn't have had Jeremy.
Had someone else, so we could have interchanged him, but I'm pretty happy with that one. Errol Goulden on one win, Marcus Bontempelli on in the centre, and Nick Dacos on the other wing. What are your thoughts on this line?
Oh, I'm happy with that, mate. What's wrong with it?
Happy with that? And Nick Dacos should not be out on that wing. That is D'Ambrosio's spot. I don't know
I want
why.
to hear your thoughts on it. Why you think?
Yeah.
He
doesn't play wing.
Yeah, I know he doesn't play wing. I just thought maybe every other winger out there wasn't worth picking over.
No,
him.
Dan Ambrosio, he was obviously the clear selection. He's the second best winner in the comp. Should have been there. I heard reasoning from Corns that there's only half a dozen good wingers in the competition.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Put the two good best wingers in there. But Nick Dacos, I don't know what he's doing out there.
But if you can't fit him in the midfield, then you can't just.
If you can't fit him in their spot, you can't just we'll give him a winger. So Nick's for mine. If you can't fit him in the midfield, shouldn't be on the team. So Nick's a drop for me for Dan Ambrosio. Other than that, the other two I'm happy with. Then we've got the half forward line: Chad Warner, Jeremy Cameron, and Isaac Heaney.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I'm not happy with Warner.
Oh.
I've heard a lot of things say, he kicked 33 goals. He kicked 33 goals playing as a midfielder. Has not played half forward in his career. He runs 98% midfield. It's another thing. Get us a small forward in there. If you're going to put him in a half forward, put a half forward. There's plenty of good half forwards. I think that was if you can't, same as Dacos. You can't fit him in the midfield, don't put him there.
Yep. I thought it was all right. Like from where I've seen him, he was sort of playing that half forward mid role, sort of in between.
Yeah, no, I didn't like it. And then we've got our forward line with Jake Wiedemann, Jesse Hogan, and Dylan Moore.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yep.
I've got nothing wrong with that. Then we've got the followers: Maxi Gawn, Paddy Cripps, and Caleb Sarong.
Yep.
You happy with that line?
Yeah, I don't mind Sarong. Yeah. Oh, actually, sorry, forgot about Sherry. I would have had Sherry in over Gawn.
Yeah. So Gawn, for me, I think his name got him over the line. They gave him his 7th jacket, which made it. But I think Cherry, Marshall, English, I think all three of them had a better year than Gawn, but his name just got him over. On that, sorry?
So, yeah, because I know when I posted my All-Australian, I was already after the 44 were announced. And I was like, well, I would have had Rowan Marshall in there, so I know he's not going to make it, but I'm going to throw him in anyway. There's a couple of players in there make it, but couldn't change it now.
Yeah, that's it. And then on the interchange, we've got Lockie Whitfield. Yeah, Lockie Whitfield, Lockie Neal, Adam Terrell, and Zach Butters. Do you have a problem with that line?
Well, I'm surprised a couple of them didn't make the field. I thought but that's an awesome change.
So my only problem with the interchange is what happens if Jacob Wiedering or Jesse Hogan goes down. You've got no coverage. You have 14 midfielders in this team.
Yeah.
Where's the coverage? Who's backing Max Gawn up in the ruck? None of those players can play secondary ruck. So I know it's a bit of, but pick the side as if we were playing someone and wanted to win. Like pick an actual side. But no, that interchange. The only things I would change: Nick Dacos. If you can't fit him in the side, put him on the bench. I would have taken Treloar out and put Nick Dacos on the bench. And Warner, same thing, put a half forward there, and Maxi Gawn.
Yep. And
other than that,
I like most of them, but there's a few. I thought that I did the first thing I saw Nick Dacos in the wing. What's going on here?
I was seeing that come up too. I was laughing for about 45 minutes. Maybe if they put Josh there, I would have been happy. But I've heard a lot of threads going, he might win the Brownlow. You can't not have him in the team. Well, take Trelong, Butters, Treloar, Neal, Whitfield, Cripps, Bontempelli. You've got 8 midfield spots. Put him in one of them.
Yeah. Anthony's put Waterman's thoughts. I actually like Waterman. Like him and Harley Reid were probably the only reason why I watched West Coast games. Yeah. And also just to catch up.
Waterman's a yes from me because of how powerful he was in that forward line and the lead up forward as well. I'd prefer him in the team over Cameron at that half forward.
And also Tyler's got next Saturday party at mine for the Sydney Derby. So we're all going up to Yarrawonga, boys. Let's go. This is a road trip. It's probably not that far for you, is it? I was probably still
No, Yarrawonga's only a couple of hours, yeah.
Yeah. And Taylor's got Lowell went a bit early, Todd. Sherry for sure. Chad Warner to full back as coverage.
All right, then the most important thing, we've got the umpires. Max Stevic on the field, Michael Barlow on the boundary, and Matthew Dervin in as goal umpire. We always forget them, so I thought I'd give them a bit of a shout out. They're the all-Australian umpires.
So no razor for his last year.
No, he didn't deserve
it.
All right, so that's Moisty's minute. I just wanted to go through that. There's been a lot of slack on the All-Australian. I actually think it's a good side apart from a few situational positions and the ruckman.
Yep. No, that was good. Yeah, I quite like watching the awards night. It is good. But I thought that they rolled it all into one night for some reason, that and the Brownlow and that.
So did I. I thought, oh, no, I know they didn't do the Brownlow, but because it's too big a night.
Yeah, it is big a night. I was like, wait, they have all-Australian umpires? Yes, they do.
Yes, Tassie, they do have all-Australian umpires. They've had all-Australian. That's what I mean. Everyone forgets about them, but yes, they have all-Australian umpires.
Yeah.
All right, so that's another Moisty's minute. Now we come to my favourite segment,
Yeah.
Eggy's deep dive.
Well, it's not Eggy's deep dive this week. It's Evie's deep rant. I think a few people might be all on board with this, but trades, don't get me started on this. I want trade talks limited till the end of final seasons. If you're not in the finals, just shut the fuck up. We don't care if you want to be traded. Let us know in October. Like the track one coming out, and everyone's saying Carlton should trade McKay for him. Imagine that coming out as you're prepping for your elimination final, or even if you're in the team and wondering could I be on the chopping block to get arguably one of the game best best midfielders in the game. Just because you're not in finals, you don't have to get all sour. What do you guys think about this?
So yeah, I 100% agree. Like he's thinking now. He's probably talked to the club and there's nonsense. But instead of the AFL all being hyped up about a final series, I've heard nothing but Petrarca for the last 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Petrarca, and then they're going to swap McKay for him. Basically, how McKay's feeling. He's sitting there trying to warm up for an elimination final. He's like, "Fuck, could I be getting traded?
Could I be gone?"
Yes.
I think he's got to agree to it anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's going anywhere. But yeah, I do understand. Make it about the football, not and end of season antics. We've got plenty of time for that. You've got October till I think there's about 2 months where you can talk about that. You don't have to be doing it. If your team's out of finals, yes, you can talk about it then with other teams that aren't. But I agree. Yeah. We'll just leave it to after October.
I understand like people like re-signing and stuff like that. I reckon just hold it all off until October. Go have your holidays and come back and do it. Don't because I think like if some teams are saying we've re-signed this, we've re-signed that, then and they're like, oh, we haven't heard from Melbourne. Why haven't these players re-signed yet? So I'm thinking, I reckon they just hold off everything until October.
Yeah, and just I agree with that. That if you want to get your re-sign and done pre-finals, that's fine during the year. If you want to re-sign during the year, I don't mind that, like extensions during the year. But when we come to finals, it should be finals. That's it.
Should be all getting hyped up about finals and not worrying about what's happening next.
Not that we're not.
Yep.
I am pretty hyped for finals this year.
Yeah, I am. Even though my team didn't make it this year, but this is a good thing. Like,
oh mate, my team hasn't made it for 6, mate. We're right.
But yeah, since Taz is away too, there's no viewer questions this week. I know Turtle really wanted to throw one in, so he can throw it in next week. But yeah, maybe we should.
Right.
What's it? Taz has got. That's what the coaches say when asked about certain players they are targeting. Basically, they say they focus is on at them.
Yeah, which it should be for everyone. Yeah. I think everyone in footy should be. We'll just leave that. Even it's probably the journalists that lead to it most, trying to get the scoops and break the stories. But I understand they've got a job to do.
Yeah, no. Now we got a bit of a word from our tipping winners. So congratulations to Nathan from Warrnambool taking first place at $150. Go Coats 21. His tipping name definitely gave away who he barracked for. When I asked what his strategy was, he said, "It's better to be lucky than good, and it has certainly paid off this year. I will be back next year to out my luck all the good tippers again." And he said, and second place $50 went to Charmaine from Perth. But yeah,
Beautiful. So there's some tip and advice. Just shut your eyes and throw it at a dartboard.
yeah, right at the dartboard, just lucky. But yeah, make sure you follow
Well,
us for bigger and better prizes next year. 'Cause
and
I
I
th-
think next year we're going more prizes,
yeah,
more everything.
more
We're
money.
gonna,
We might even give away a few AFL tickets because we're all going AFL members next year, so which gives us to 40 games. I don't think I'm going to go to 40 games in a year.
no, I don't think all three of us will get to 40, so we
Yeah,
might have
yeah.
tickets weekly or monthly or something.
Especially when there's only 20, 24, maybe 25 rounds.
Yeah, that's it. So we're going to have at least 26 or 16 extra
Yep,
games that we've got to get to.
yep. But we did go
Um,
to a couple of double headers this year, which is
We did go, oh, look, we like our double headers, but
yeah.
we're not going to go to every week. So
Nah, we're not
we
going to.
might get to 4 or 5 double headers and maybe a couple of games against each other. So there's going to be plenty of tickets on giveaway next year and plenty of cash prizes again as well.
Make sure you sing out if you ever want one.
Then we've got this. Sorry?
Super Coach next week. We're gonna get a word from our winners. We had Nigel, Captain Crom, come second with $50, and Hackers 180. He come first, and we've spoken to him, and he's gonna give us a bit of a rundown on what his strategy was and how he did so.
What
good.
is strategy here and
Yeah.
how bit of pointers for next year.
Yep, bit of something to look at. But that's
That's
pretty
it.
much
Well,
the show wrapped up.
That's it. So we knew we were going to be a quick and short one because there's no footy this week, guys. So we just thought we'd get on, throw a few of our tips around, and make sure you follow our Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and the Spotify shop.
The Spotify shop.
Yeah, I
Shopify?
don't know if you can follow that Shopify. Let's just get behind that shop. You got any others?
Nah, that's it. That's pretty close to me. I'm just copying and pasting the links in the chat.
So just look in chat and let's hope these final series is an explosive round of footy.
Just hope so. See you all.
See you guys.